welcome back to J&ConTap. I am Chelsea and this is
Justin.
Forgot to do that last time.
Yeah.
And today we are taking you to Ivanhoe Park Brewery. Ivanhoe Park Brewery here in Orlando, Florida. So stay tuned, hang tight, and we will take you along. Printing of yours.
That's a fun time.
No, he says these two are good to mix together. So this is Sunset Haze and
Qualification.
Guavacation. But the brewery, the beer tender said that those are really good to mix together. So that's a sour. It's good though. It's got good flavor.
It says since you ordered a sour, he'd give you a sour try.
Okay. So fun fact about me. I just recently started drinking IPAs. That was definitely never a thing that I was even remotely interested. They smelled terrible in my opinion. They tasted terrible in my opinion. And then I had one from Florida Avenue Brewing over in Tampa, and it kind of changed my perspective on all of IPAs. But sours are also not really one of my favorites either.
No.
But I love a PB&J beer. So that's where their PB&J sour came into play. Because
Speaking of,
yeah,
try that.
Oh, you haven't tried it yet. So I love anything that's got peanut butter, specifically a beer that's got peanut butter in it. But I've tried a lot of really good PB&J beers over the years, and they're usually pretty good. So this one, you definitely get the peanut butter, you definitely get the jelly, and it is a sour, which is probably my least favorite beer at this point. I would have said IPAs initially. But as of I don't know, maybe 4 weeks ago, now sours are my least favorite. So anyway, moving on. So we were here at Ivanhoe Brewery. We walked down here from 1010. If you haven't had a chance to like and subscribe, do that now. It's a great way to continue to see as we post things and get notified every time a new video goes up, but as well as to let us know that we're doing something that you enjoy and let us know that we're on the right track to continue doing what we're doing. And if there's something that you want to see in the next place that we go, definitely comment below so that way we know. We don't know.
Place you want to see.
Yeah, or someplace, yeah. So here in Florida specifically, are you coming on vacation anytime soon? let us know where you're going, and we will try to get there before you. So just let us know. With that being said, Ivanhoe opened in 2018, and they, like I said, they are here in the Ivanhoe District, which is also Ivanhoe Lake. I think that's over here.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
They
Lake Ivanhoe?
Oh well, because I thought he would know it, but apparently not. So anyway, they kind of structure their what would you say, their beers and kind of their energy around an old amusement park that actually I think it was like 1910, 1915-ish. Don't quote me on it. But it was called Joyland. So one of the beers you'll see here is called Joyland. And that is a namesake in terms of Joyland, the amusement park that was founded here many, many years ago. What else?
Yes, it was Lake Ivanhoe. It was the Ivanhoe District.
It's Lake Ivanhoe.
It's
Okay.
Lake Ivanhoe, and this is the Ivanhoe District. And Joyland was built around Lake Ivanhoe years
Okay.
ago. Yeah,
Yeah.
early 1900s.
Early
Early
1900s.
1900s.
So, and that was like as Orlando was kind of becoming Orlando at that point. So,
Yeah, this was still pineapple farms,
and
orange
orange
groves.
So Ivanhoe is considered one of the most dog-friendly breweries in the area. So you are allowed to bring your dogs along. They can come in the tap room. Actually, there's one sitting pretty close to us right now, which I'm all for. And they can also enjoy the patio. Wherever you want to sit, you're welcome to bring your dog. They're also very kid-friendly. There's a couple families in here now as we speak, so you don't have to worry about that. It's definitely an all-inclusive type space, all said and done.
Very indoor, outdoor.
Yeah, it's wide open right now. So, and on that wide open topic, they are definitely wheelchair accessible. You don't have to worry here. There's plenty of space, and the bathrooms were fine. I did not record them at this point. I don't know if they'll go to the bathroom and do that at some point.
Never know.
Never know. Okay. Ivanhoe does not technically have a kitchen. They do have, I seen they had some pizza, cheese and pepperoni pizza, but it just says when available. So I don't know what that exactly means.
They're not busy, I would assume. Bartender has time, maybe.
So you may or may not be able to get pizza, but they do always, it seems like they always have like a pop-up food truck or caterer in the area. So like right now there's a pop-up of some sort. I don't see a name right now, but he's just setting up. So there's usually food options available, but you can also bring your own food or order your own food from the looks of it. I think at one point or another they had a list of vendors that you could order straight to your table, but I'm not seeing that as an option anymore. So just keep that in mind. If you are hungry, definitely either bring your own food or plan from the food truck that's in the area. They do have pretty decent parking from what I've seen when we were pulling up. But if that fills up, there's street parking. So that's an option. Or if you're in the area and you park somewhere else and you walk, perfect. Game on.
It does look like they're building a new apartment, hotel, something across the street. So if you're here anytime
soon. Yeah. So
early 2026.
Yeah, we're here in January. So if you're in the area early in January, even mid-January, probably end of January, quite honestly. It doesn't look like it's gonna be done anytime soon. The road from 1010 to here is closed down. You cannot walk it. You have to go out to the main road.
But there's a lot of places if you're just looking to hop from place to place. There's bottle shops, there's pizza places. It's all kinds of stuff you can stop at on your way. Adult candy shacks.
It was, we shouldn't laugh because it actually looked kind of cool.
It did look cool.
And quite honestly, they had the free little library. So if you're a book reader, you'll know what that is. But they had a free little library out front. I inspire to have one eventually because I just think they're so cute, and the whole thing behind a free little library is really cool. Anyhow, I'm getting off on a rant, and that just looked like a cool spot to like if you're just wanting to stop along the way, stop there, grab a beer, support a local business, and carry on your merry little way. It was definitely like a quaint spot. Looked cool. Ivanhoe has one of the busiest calendars I think I've ever seen. So they have there's always something going on here, whether it's trivia night, run club, they have like a vintage market. They have specialty nights, and then they also have like their normal weekly nights. They have like Tuesday takeaway, I think is what it was called.
I feel like that's what you said.
So a couple of nights a week they have like beer specials basically to without getting all the information incorrect here. Um, but they do multiple regular events throughout the week that you can depend on to be going on every single week. But then they also have like rotational events. They do dog events throughout the year, which I thought was really cool. And then they do the Florida Vintage Market, but it's a vintage market, which just seems to be really popular. It's like I keep seeing it popping up like all over other breweries and other like hometown events and stuff. But obviously, like every other brewery, they have their flagship beers. So with that, they're going to have the Park Hopper is going to be a golden pilsner. That is paying homage to all of the parks that are in the area, and by parks, I mean suburbs technically for Orlando. So whereas most places like big cities they're going to have suburbs, Orlando has parks. So that's what Park Hopper is paying homage to. So
Different
it's an easy
neighborhoods.
drinking crisp pilsner. Oh, the toboggan, which I really like that name. So they have the toboggan, which is going to be a blonde. That's again going to be a really easy drinking beer. That's you're blonde. I mean, how else do you describe a blonde beer?
It's a garage beer.
Your garage beer. So on top of that, I mentioned the Joyland a little bit ago. That's going to be an American IPA. It's just going to be your traditional IPA. Nothing
Yeah,
more, nothing less. Did you get it?
What's in this one?
It's gone.
It's gone. Very good base IPA.
And then I think when we were at 1010, I had mentioned a Belgian wheat beer.
Yeah.
And it was here that I was thinking of. So here, one of their flagship beers is going to be a Belgian wheat beer, and it has coriander and orange peel or orange essence in it. That's supposed to be like the note flavors in it. I should have gotten it. I didn't.
In case anybody's paying attention, we're looking at their untapped menu here.
Yeah, so if you are one of the untapped people, which that's an app that has been around so long.
Yeah.
And I think it's such a cool app because it stays up to date all the time, but I also enjoy putting like the little reviews whenever we go to breweries and seeing it pop up across the screen. So that's something that's really cool. It makes you feel like you're kind of part of the brewery a little bit. And there's a train. So one of the things to note while you're here is that the sunrail is literally in their backyard. So it does get quite noisy, as you can see or hear, and it's just something to keep in mind when you're in the area. If that's something that might trigger you or somebody in your family, now you know. But something else to keep in mind is Ivanhoe is notably busy on Friday nights and Saturday nights. So we are lucky enough that we are here during like lunchtime hours. So right now it's really comfortable. There's not a whole lot of people here. We're all really spread out, quite honestly. So if you prefer a lighter crowd, try to come earlier. Something else to note here at Ivanhoe is there's a lot of options in the area as far as like food and drinks and just things to do. But on top of that, there is something called the Antique Row, or some people might have dubbed it the Ivanhoe Row. And that is like a slew of antique shops if you're an antiquer that you can go visit while you're in the area. I personally enjoy antiquing, but more or less thrifting. So I think that's a really cool option, I guess, per se, to enjoy while you're over this way. But on top of that, so I guess on the note of enjoying Ivanhoe, something I really like here is the fact that their tables, yeah, they have some like, you know, 4 top tables and 2 top tables, but they have 2 massive like live oak style tables that are meant as communal tables. So, one of the things that is important to me at a brewery is not just necessarily going there to just kind of be alone per se. Sometimes that's all you want. I get it. That's fine. But like going to a brewery to me is to be social. It's to get out of home, get out of the house and go do something and talk to people and kind of get out in the community a little bit. So like I said, they have these 2 communal tables that makes it really nice to just kind of hang out with people that you wouldn't normally hang out with, or you know, just some random strangers, and meet some people in the community. So take advantage of those if that's the kind of person that you are. Maybe get out of your comfort zone and try to sit at a communal table and see how it feels. At first, it's weird. I'm not even gonna lie.
Even if you don't intentionally mean to talk to the people next to you, you sit at them, people might start sitting down, conversation might get started by accident or on purpose. But either way, you know, you might make new friends. You never know.
Yeah, by and large, it's weird to see like how often you can find somebody that has something in common with you without even meaning to.
Yeah.
Like whether it's the beer that you're drinking, or in my case, oddly enough, it's usually the tattoos on my arms. That's usually a conversation starter. Unfortunately, because of COVID, we got so wrapped up in our little bubble that we kind of like just stopped being social. We stopped including our neighbor in on our lives and kind of just wrapping ourselves in this little thing. Like,
Get back to being a community.
yeah, yeah. But don't stand too close to me in line.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
if you're not a card's length away from me, you're too close.
There's not a beer in my hand. Don't get close to me.
Yeah, if there's a beer in your hand, give me a hug.
Yeah.
So on the note of the communal tables, one of the things that Glenn, the original and I guess current owner technically of Ivanhoe, did when he was creating Ivanhoe was he wanted a third space for people. And if you don't know what a third space is, your first space is going to be your home, your second space is going to be work, and then your third space is going to be something kind of in between those 2 things. So something that you can go and get comfortable at.
You can be formal but comfortable. You find that in between.
Yeah. It's like in between home and work. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's just a place to be, you know? And so that's was the concept kind of behind Ivanhoe, was to give people a third space. And I think that he did a good job at it. He gave you a communal space. You can choose to be communal, or you can choose to kind of do your own thing. You can find a nook or cranny and to kind of hide in. There's some 2-seaters out here, and you know, whatever you choose. There are some, actually, you can see behind me, some there's some bar seats facing the wall there. So you do not even have to look at anybody in the room if you don't want to.
And we're actually at a communal table.
Yeah.
But nobody else is here.
Excuse me. Yeah. Like we said, we're here during the lunchtime and on a Friday, which I'm really shocked that we have so much of the bar to ourselves. There is plenty of people in here to keep the place going, but
just after 3 o'clock, so it'll probably start filling in here soon.
it's a cool spot. Nonetheless, definitely encourage you to come try it. They have a very wide selection of just their own beers, which I was thoroughly impressed by. Like,
Yeah, I didn't realize they made so many beers.
yeah, like you go to a brewery with this large of a tap wall, I guess you could say, and or tap list, and a lot of times a lot of them are guest beers, and not in their case, a lot of their beers on their taps are actually theirs. I don't even know if they have any guests.
I didn't see anything guest.
No guest taps.
I didn't see any guest taps.
It doesn't look like it.
And they do actually have a second location.
Yeah.
They have Ivanhoe Lager House.
We'll make there eventually. So
Yeah.
there are so many breweries in this area. So we will definitely eventually hit all of them. Who knows? Maybe we should make it a goal to hit all of them this year.
I think we're on Drowned.
And drink and drown. We probably shouldn't set that goal after we've been drinking. We should probably do that when we're more logical. But I don't know. Maybe we should.
You tell us.
Anyhow, with that being said, we will see you guys next time at the next brewery. Who knows? We might take you to St. Pete. We could take you to Tampa. We could take you back to Orlando, Riverview, Winter Haven. Nobody talks about Winter Haven. I don't know. If there's a spot that you want to see, let us know.
Central Florida, we can make it happen.
So, yeah, we can pretty much go anywhere. So if there's something you really want to see, let us know. We'll make it our next stop, and we will see you soon. Until then, like, subscribe, share, and take care. Cheers.
Well, you're gonna win the picture.
No, I'm not. You're right. Not without cutting your head off.
Yeah.
I mean, I would prefer to do that sometimes, but I guess not on camera.
Oh, yeah.